Authority marketing. Learn how to take your story and turn it into my story, which is a form of authority marketing to help you with your uniqueness and an SEO boost too. This is episode number 309 of the My Online Toolbox weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of online marketing to help you grow your business with more quality leads. We want to just remind people that we had a wonderful presentation just the other day. We had a tremendous number of experienced business people learning from their peers. And we want to do a shout out to specifically Mass Builders Inc. Mass Builders Inc. was the featured contractor. And if you want to see something different, go to their website and simply go to the homepage. You'll see how far out they're booking and go check out that video and think about it for a moment where if it was you versus him and all things being equal, that the consumer saw that video before he walks in the door and you walk in the door to pitch your services. It's a form of brand marketing that is very strategic. We just want to give a shout out to Mass Builders Inc. again and thanking him for participating and also inviting you to go check out his website to see what makes him different from his peers. Last week, we were talking about why a virus is better than lead gen companies and what we saw that is such a differentiator at the IBS KBIS show. Check out that episode so you could appreciate the differences. But this week, episode number 309, how to take your story, articulate it in such a way where it becomes material that could be shown in a magazine that I could appreciate as someone else, as a peer that treats your story as my story. And what we want to do is share. We're pretty excited about this because we have a particular client called Milton Construction. We'll get to that in a moment. But we just had them articulate a particular objective of how they share their success with designers. And the particular, you'd have to pause and look up to see the specific URL, but you could skip that because we're going to show you a different way to find out this particular story. But when you come here, this particular magazine is distributed to over 100,000 professionals that are in this industry. And the story is wonderful. And without getting into the specifics of the details of the story about the importance of partnerships, how remodelers expand on strategic relationships, we want to bring you to the bottom of the story where it shows that it was written by Todd Milton, owner of Milton Construction Company, but where you see the little hand on the bottom right-hand corner, that brings in a very important link to his website. KBB Online has a massive domain authority, and they're pointing to Milton Construction, which is yet another way to establish highly valuable inbound links to his website. And that's a byproduct of being able to articulate a story in writing and being able to get published in a reputable magazine and having that magazine point to your website. But there's another way to utilize the value of writing for a magazine, and that is if you go to the miltonconstruction.net website, you will see under the About tab, the second option says as seen in kitchen, bath, and business. This is where they begin to provide a unique distinction over all their competitors, because going forward now, they're being able to say that their business model is featured in a national prominent magazine for the industry. And all things being equal, when Milton is competing with other remodelers in their area, everyone is trying to find these unique differentiators that other people simply can't have. One of them, using Mass Builders that I just mentioned in the beginning as a thank you for him participating in our workshop, his video is a mass differentiator over his competitors. And in this particular case, for Milton, him now being able to say that he's been featured in a national magazine simply gives him just another level of credibility that none of his competitors could match. Now, the first thing is you need to be able to write in order to take advantage of this type of marketing. And if you can't write, you could then ask your marketing people to be able to write a story for you if it's easier for them to articulate the story and be a ghostwriter for you. But then comes another secret, which we're not sharing online, which on this presentation, which is utilizing connections to be able to get someone published in the first place. Many marketers, website people, SEO people, they don't have those connections to be able to give the exposure away to their customers, number one. And number two, many of them are selfish that when they do have that particular connection, they're going to protect it for their own unique selfish reasons and not share the wealth, which My Online Toolbox loves to do, using this as an example. So take in mind that a very strong way for you to differentiate over your competitors is to be able to write stories for either a local periodical or whatever the industry specific periodical it is, and articulate a good story. Ask the editor to be able to point to your website, which is traditionally 99, it's not 100%, sometimes there's a reason why they won't, but 99% of the time they will, and that helps you boost your SEO while simultaneously creating a differentiator over your competition. For those of you new to the My Online Toolbox orbit, please check out the basic class. Few $100, 8 hours of your time, and you'll be looking at website marketing different for the rest of your life. For those of you who just want to be stimulated on a weekly basis for free, please like and comment on the Facebook quick tips that we have. If you don't comment, Facebook won't be able to know that you're interested in these quick tips, and it doesn't push it into your feed. Separately, please check out our Instagram channel for weekly featured projects showing the best in marketing for the construction industry. This is My Online Toolbox, providing weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of marketing, and we want to remind you to start planning yesterday for next year's marketing and profits. Have a healthy week, and we will see you next week.